I really do think that he's headed in the right direction. They have no ads. They don't have any of the trackers. I mean, those are all good things. The only problem that I have with them is they don't have the commenting, which that's what makes things so awesome. I think having people's opinions on any of those companies is very useful. Yes, there are stupid things here and there that shouldn't be broadcasting. Okay, sure. Everyone can make that argument all day long, but YouTube wouldn't be YouTube if people don't have the comment section, even on my videos, because that's what makes a YouTube channel successful is people subscribing, like, and sharing with their friends and family and their spouses. That's just what makes YouTube so popular. But yes, the ads, they don't make sense, and I get it. Unless it's a really good one that actually gets people in buying their products, like mine, for example, of course. Sure, I didn't get the attention that I want, but I'm using mine as an example because this is not an overnight success. It takes time, takes a lot of focus, and it takes the right amount of skills and intentionality to make it happen. Yes, you might actually see the 250th version of the Nomadic Path Retro Focus 85 promo, which, by the way, I made all this. I made the designs on the Canva stuff. I made the logos. I made everything, including Nomadic Path. I made all of it. This is not an overnight success. It's a process that takes time, money, well, little money, but lots of resources. And if I didn't make that idea, I wouldn't be here today. Because stuff like this is how momentum gets started. Regardless if this is going to succeed or not. You only see the highlights, but you don't see the pain, the grind, and all the sacrifices that are made to get to this point. That means you have to take your time and actually make it work because you're not going to get that time back. And it's kind of the same way with the money being bought through Google and Apple. It's the same thing with stocks. It's the same thing with crypto. You have to have your time and resources being made in this moment, or otherwise you will own nothing and be happy. They want us to own nothing. But I say you will own your freedom and be happy and actually make the necessary sacrifices to get there. So I say this, take the golden pill. The revolution is now. We're counting on all of us to actually make it work.
Just as easy as getting the phone. You have different apps that you use. And if you really want to, you can install the official YouTube app too. But by default, it doesn't even support it. You would have to go ahead and install additional things for it to be able to work. So this is a phone that for first of all, there's no ads on it. So God, what a improvement that is to.
Which I think that is a good point. There is no ads. I mean, I understand that he's trying to be a privacy advocate, but sometimes you might take it a little bit too far, but I understand why people would buy this. I get it. If you want to be anonymous, this is perfect. But if you're the guy that actually has lots of opinions, this might not be the right one for you. And that's why Ambient X will be in existence very soon. It'll be a like above phone, but it will give you the freedom to actually say whatever you want without all the additional fluff. Which, by the way, it may take a while for it to get created, but this is after all the other companies become successful. So yeah, that's literally my plan in the future as well. So yeah, having no ads on your phone is without any subscriptions being bought is such a key component of freedom and liberty.
Your psychology,
It's a
your
true key.
psyche. But there's also it's not feasible to do things like run digital ID on it. There's simply those services don't exist.
Oh, that's
That
a
also
very
means things
important
like
part as well.
Google Wallet don't exist. And so
Now, to be fair, Google Wallet and Apple Wallet doesn't sound terrible, but having a digital ID is a little bit too far. But I understand where he's coming from. So I have some disagreements with him, but overall, his messaging is very, very good. Very good. But I understand where he's coming from. So I think privacy first phones and computers are very useful. They play a big part in the golden age and freedom, liberty, and the golden pill as well. Plays a very big part.
this is just something to know as you move
Speaking of,
over
comment down
to
below
this
what you
phone.
think of this
It
guy
leaves all
and
that
his
crappy stuff
company.
behind, but you can still use most of the apps you want.
So what if I want to do? So if I want to do a search, normally I would do a Google search or I would use DuckDuckGo. What would I use on your phone?
Yeah, so let me search for you, Jimmy. This is a part of our search
Whoa.
engine. And what you can do is this is a meta search engine. So if you can see it, you can actually go in and you can pick what search engines you want to search from. So our search engine sits in between you and the other search engines, and you can just enable which ones you want. So, all right, Google's giving me shitty results, so I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to turn on Brave and DuckDuckGo and Mojeek and Presearch. And now I can just work with these.
Yeah.
Save that.
Can't be a time.
And now I can search for Jimmy Dore. And it works just like a normal search engine, but this is a way to keep it private. And there's also no ads coming through. Don't you hate those ads that end up in your search results? So it filters those out. It keeps you private, and it gives you more information than you normally have access to.
Oh yeah, speaking of, Brave actually does the exact same thing. And for those of you who don't know, Brave is actually a private version of Google, but it doesn't have the ads. It actually gives you options to avoid them altogether, and it doesn't give you all this fluff. It's kind of the same thing with Above, but those privacy first companies are extremely important, which they are, by the way. Very important. Yes, it has its pros and cons, but overall, it's literally exactly what we need to head in the right direction. It's exactly what we need because we have options, but we got to know time is pretty much precious and it's running out because once you spent that time, you'll never get it back.
And so it doesn't track you at all.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, everything we do at Above is.
Are you tired of your corporate overlords owning you? It's time that you own your freedom with Retro Focus 85. It will save 20% of your entire order, regardless if you're new and old customer. You get to apply this promo code on nomadicpath.com. And if you act right now before September 15th, 2026, you will actually save a significant amount of money, your freedom and liberty, and your life. Act right now before September 15th.
Offer services on our own data center. It's our own data center. We're not using third parties.
Where do you get your power and water for your data center?
That I can't tell you. That's a secret.
Oh, really?
Through a power company. Yeah, through a power company. And the data center, at least our particular infrastructure in this data center, does not use water. It's all air cooled. And so going back to the AI data centers, there's a threshold you have to cross before you can't use air to cool them anymore. And it's pretty dangerous. And also, to be fair, that like anytime you use power for anything, you are using water. It takes water to generate power, right? To cool the infrastructure, whether it's geothermal or nuclear.
Now, the real question is, what kind of water is it? That's what I want to know. Top of the comments down below, what kind of water do they actually use?
Clear or coal or whatever it is, it takes power. So to be fair, it probably does use some water, but it doesn't use water in the same way AI data centers do. And we don't have an AI service yet.
So if this really works the way you say it does and people start using it, they will come and crush you, right?
I think I think there's a lot of good people who have the same idea right now. I'm just one person, and there are a lot of people having the same idea, and that's what I think is going to be the difference here. This is people power. Right now, you have these data center developers who are literally spending trillions of dollars, and they're going up against communities. Well, this is the same thing. These ideas are what's important. Everything we're doing, we're not creating reliance on us. We are simply making it easy to use open source software that anyone can get out there. So we have our own custom editions of things. Our phones and
Making sure I
laptops
have
are
my
so
list.
easy. You
Making
just
sure.
turn them on. You can start using them right away. For a lot of people, it's very hard to ask them to use Linux and get them to start working with it. But our products make it easy. And we're just one of many. So it's like anything that we do, we can open source and make available to everyone.
So,
So I kind of recognize my piece of the puzzle.
so if a lot of people start using the above phone, you'll have to add more data centers, right?
You would think so. But so like here's the thing. So like Microsoft and Google, these giant companies with billions of users apiece, we're talking like a sizable chunk of the entire world. They were running all of their infrastructure on 4 gigawatts. 4 gigawatts. Now, you've been following the data center news, so you probably know places like Kevin O'Leary's data center is 9 gigawatts. So already, this
Dang,
one
that's a lot
data
of
center
gigabytes.
is using more power than the global footprint of Google and Microsoft combined. Yeah, like I think as if these open source ecosystems grow, there will be a power usage, but it's insignificant. It shouldn't even be compared to these AI data centers. They're a whole nother beast.
Why would your data centers use significantly less power? Is it because most of the data centers that are being built are used for surveillance, and you're not going to be doing that? Is that the reason?
That's part of it. It's a conventional data center, so it's like it's not an AI data center. All of these new hyperscale data centers that are being built exist for one reason only: to process petabytes of data. So we're talking like all of the content on the internet, or maybe all the real time footage coming in from all the cameras. Right? It's meant to handle this scale of data. So a conventional data center, like let's say you're
Wow.
running one for updates of a phone, you're not going to need you do not need that much compute. You do not need that much storage. For instance, the Netflix data centers, all the traditional technology we were using pre 2023 was running on these data centers just fine.
Yeah, no kidding. Now, the real question is, what do we need the data centers for? I mean, seriously, what do we really need them for? Like the AI data centers? I get that we're competing against a big country like China and Russia, but outside of that, what are we going to need it for? Surveillance state and actually installing dictators or something? Or in Venezuela's case, overthrowing a dictator? What do we even need it for? That's the real question that everybody is asking. What do we need it for? Do we need it for a change of our own enslavement, or it's just a digital revolution that they say is going to actually help someone? I think these are questions that I think it needs to be answered at some point. I really do believe we really have reached the point of no return. And look, don't get me wrong, it has its pros and cons, but like everything else, we got to pay attention to the cons very closely. I would say it's the same thing with everything else, but I like this guy overall. But if I were to rate above, I would give it a 9.7 out of 10. It's pretty good. I would buy it as well. The only problem that I have with that is that there's no comments or reviews or whatever it is. I understand that it's privacy first, but overall it's pretty good. It's just I do think that some ads can be useful, comments can be useful, but having like an overreach of harvesting data is a no-no. It's a no-no to me. But I think a balance of power is probably much better than just having the extremes of everything. So that would be it for the 3-part video reaction series. If you want to support me even further, go right ahead. like and share and subscribe to the Alex Banister channel. Check out Nomadic Path. We do have an active promotion, Retro Focus 85. It will save 20% of your entire order, regardless how big your order is. In order to buy my products, it'll still be 20% of your entire order for this summer alone until September 15th. So it's not going to last forever. So act now before it goes away on September 15th. We also have other social media accounts. I also have Nomadic Path, Nomadic Freedom Forum, where we have weekly meetings on Wednesday. We are going to start recording them, regardless if anybody's there. So go check it out for as long as possible, because things are not going to last forever. So check out my social media links, check out Nomadic Path and the Freedom Forum in the link description down below. If you have any questions, thoughts, or concerns, go to the Nomadic support Proton Mail, and if you ask questions about the videos, clips, and articles that that you want me to review on my channel or in future videos, go check out my Gmail. All of it is in the link in the description down below. And with that in mind, that is it for the video. Take the golden pill. The revolution is now. We're counting on all of us to win in life. And with that in mind, I will see y'all in the next video. Peace out.
If you enjoy videos like this, and you're actually interested in videos like this one that just happened recently, do me a favor, like and share and comment down below and subscribe to this channel right here and right now. With that in mind, I'll see you in the next video, Innovator.